Hi guys, today we're going to be doing this retro glam look. It's really pretty and you can actually wear this anytime. So today we're going to be starting with a freshly primed face, and yes, my hair is in curlers as usual. And I'm going to be using the YSL Touche Eclat foundation. Because like a retro look is way more matte and we're not going to be using a highlighter, I chose this foundation because it has a nice essence of luminosity to it so that our face doesn't look completely flat since we're not highlighting with a shimmery highlighter. And then for actual light highlighting and enhancing the high points of our face, I am using the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer, which I am completely obsessed with, in the lightest shade possible because my face is white as a ghost. So I'm just putting this on all of the high points of my face and anywhere where I want to cancel out the redness, like tops of my eyes, you know, an upside down triangle shape on the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, you know, chin, pretty much almost all over the place. Let's get real. Alright, and now I'm just using a slightly fluffier but still small, precise brush to blend that all in all over my face. And I'm just going to pass right through this because nobody needs to teach you how to blend in concealer. I don't know, unless maybe you do, in which case I have a different video for that, which I will link down below. And this is what we have so far. And then I'm going to set everything with my Nye Luxury powder. This is the Cameo Powder. You can use the banana powder if you want. On me, that makes me look like I have jaundice, so I like the Cameo Powder. This is my absolute like secret weapon, and I use this every single day of my life. I'm just pressing this into the areas where I want to set, and then I will use a bigger, fluffier brush and buff that into the skin. I talked a little bit about this powder in my favorites either last month or the month before about how I've just been like taking 5 extra minutes to completely buff this in an absurd amount of time, and this is what's really going to give you that airbrushed look. Like in person, people are going to be like, where did your pores go? Take a, you know, HD similar powder to this and just take the extra time and buff it in. It'll make all the difference. And now we are using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this is just like an amazing dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I also talked about this in my favorites either last month or the month before that. And the Sephora Tinted Brow Freeze, again, I talked about this in my favorites. These are just pretty much all of my favorite products lately, and that's going to hold the brows in place. You really want to focus on brows when doing a retro look because they didn't have like contour and tons of shadow play, so they really did their brows for retro glam. Now I'm taking Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. I'm sorry I don't have proper shots of the actual colors. I just forgot to like flip the pans around like a dumbass. Sorry. But we're just putting this all over our crease area. Don't worry about being super precise because this color is just a shade darker than your actual skin tone to help define the crease. And then we're taking just 1 shade darker than that, Creme Brulee, maybe 2 shades darker. And then we're just going to really put this from inner to outer corner to help define the crease even more, slightly lower than we put the Peach Smoothie, just really right in that socket. My eye was a little inflamed from trying a new eye cream, so I apologize for that if that's bothering any of you, because it was bothering me. And then we're taking Unexpected, which really is a more taupey purple than looks like on camera, but we're focusing this on the outer portion of our crease and a little bit on the outer portion of the lid, like very outer portion. This is going to really help define the eyes and bring all of those colors together, and just bring a little bit of that to the bottom outer portion of your eye, and just helps make your eyes look a little bit larger without looking like you really smoked out that bottom lash line. And then we're taking Vanilla Bean by Makeup Geek, and this is a satin finish. It's not a matte, it's not a shimmer, so this still goes with our retro look, but it still brings light to the points of your eye that you'd like. So we're putting this underneath the brow bone, inner corner, and the inner part of the lid, just for a little bit of lightening and interest and eye-catching light action. You know what I'm saying? And we can't do retro glam without doing some liquid eyeliner, and we're definitely doing a wing for this because that's what makes it look retro. And you really want to make sure that you keep your wing small, close to the eye, and like thin. If you go for too thick or too long of a wing, you're going to go into 60s retro, and that's not what we're doing. We're trying to do like a late 40s 50s style retro, you know, poodle skirt kind of glam. What I love about this style of makeup is that it just enhances your natural beauty and doesn't really take any attention away from like what you really look like. It's all about shadows and enhancing your natural beauty. And I just put some black, shadow underneath my tight line just to make sure that when I put my lashes on, everything looks seamless. I think that's just a nice finishing touch. And then I just put some of that creme brulee in the outer corner of my lower lash line. It makes your eyes look a little bit larger, and again plays with those shadows of your face to enhance your natural eye shape. And now for some Benefit Roller Lash and some Ardell Demi Wispies to finish off those eyes. Something nice and natural when it comes to lashes, ladies, if you're going to do lashes at all. So you get my drift here. And here's where things get kind of funny. I used this Milani Red Vino luminizing blush, and because I love the luminoso, I don't think it's too luminizing. I didn't think that this was going to be so pearlized. The color is right on the money, but it's just really shimmery and like adds so much luminosity, which for like a summertime look would be freaking gorgeous. But because we're really trying to go for a matte face, I don't know what I was thinking. I think I just thought that the color would be right and I just ignored it. I don't know. So now I'm just kind of buffing that over with some more powder just to kind of dull it down a little bit. And this is the color I should have started with. This is Blushing Bride, which is a matte 12-hour blush from Tarte, and it's just like a kind of deep pink, and this is what you should be going for. Only going for the apples of the cheeks when doing a retro glam. No highlighter, no bronzer. They did not really do that. It was more just about giving yourself a nice flush and moving on. Now we have our NYX lip pencil in Plum. I like to mix a deep plum when I'm doing a matte red lip. I think, unless you have something kind of like, more of a brownie red, I just think a really great blue-based red with a plum sort of outlined lip looks amazing. And I just sort of contour my lips with the pencil so that they look fuller when I put the red lip on. And you could use any, matte red lip that you want. You can use Kiss of Fire by Dose of Colors. You can use American Doll by Anastasia. I know that NYX makes some great matte lip creams, and ColourPop just came out with some. So just go with whatever your little heart desires, as long as I really think for a retro lip, if you're going to do red, it really needs to be a blue-based red. If you go with an orangey-based red, it's not going to look that kind of retro glam that we're going for. So that's just my suggestion. And we're done! So this is the look. I really think even though it is a retro style and uses all of the retro techniques, this is really something you could do any day of the week, any time of year. It's really classically beautiful and really easy to accomplish. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time on my channel.